Okay. So I just ate some takoyaki and I am feeling pretty decent, so I thought I'd might video blog. So I think I'll just say whatever is on my mind again. And I'm just sitting here on my balcony, on the balcony here. For those of you who don't know what takoyaki is, it's basically like a little round ball of batter and octopus with bonito flakes on top. It actually tastes really good. I first had them in the States at this shop called Mitsuwa, and it's a Japanese shop in Chicago, a Japanese grocery store, and it literally has everything Japanese in there. It's so cool. And they have also like a little side store of like Japanese comic books and all of these cute things. Anyways, I will try and keep this video blog a little bit more on the positive side. Let's see, I just got back from going to a couple stores around here. I'm getting used to the area, and so when I walk around I know where everything nearby is. Like I definitely know where the 7-Eleven is, because I literally go there every morning for breakfast. And I order the same thing, a siopao with chicharron or what's that called? Fish skin. And it probably sounds gross, but it actually tastes really good. So that's what happens when you grow up Asian. You're exposed to all of these certain kinds of odd foods. Let's see what else. What else is on my mind? I'm just sitting out here watching everybody go by. It's more noisy today. Everyone is out and about. Yeah, the worrying is popping up in my mind again. And there's just so many things that I want to say that I feel like I can't say. Jeez, there's just so much I want to say. There's not even enough time for me to even begin to not even say not even 1% of what's on my mind. There's so many animals and cats here, like stray dogs and cats. Something fell and this cat literally jumped like one story, like on the roof. That was cool. being here has been really an honorable experience. Because it's such a change from my environment back at home. Everyone here is so free. There's just like there's something about the people here where nobody gives any fucks about social rules or social expectations, nothing. Everyone here is just super chill. You can say pretty much whatever you want. It's very freeing here. There's no pressure to do anything really. It's maybe a little bit too laid back for me because I really like doing work. But if you want to learn something, you go to a third world country, and trust me, you will learn a lot. I've really learned to appreciate all the things I have back at home, you know, like running water and taking a hot bath or a hot shower. Being here, it's completely different. You know, the water's cold, and when you are taking a shower, you have to use water from a bucket and use another bucket to kind of like put the water on you, like rinse yourself. But it's really a humbling experience because it makes you realize, you know, it puts yourself in another point of view, and it makes you feel really humbled. So, you know, I kind of think like for any parents who have trouble with their kids, like a spoiled kid or a kid who doesn't really appreciate the things that they have, you know, wouldn't it be funny if like a parent sent their kid to like a third world country, and then for like a couple months, oh my gosh, yeah, that would be like the ultimate punishment and realization at the same time. That would be funny. You know, you know, the kids who I grew up with in school, I think if they were to do anything like this, yeah, they would learn a lot for sure. And now the feeling of time running out just came across my mind again. Yeah, you know, it's frustrating. When I was walking by, the moon is now like a full moon. I don't see it from here, but when I was walking outside earlier, you could see the moon from here, and it's literally a full moon. It looks so pretty. So, um, I actually feel happy. I try to find moments where I can be happy, and I feel my most happiest when I give back to people. So, when I take my trips to the 7-Eleven, I usually run across these boys, and they're so tiny, they're so small. I think they're like 8 years old, something like that. But they're always outside the 7-Eleven asking for money, or anything like that. Like going like this, like, can I have some money? Can I have some money? And I always say no at first, but then as I got more sick, I said, you know what? Maybe I'll just buy them a show pal, and see what happens. So I bought this huge show pal, and as I was walking out the door, I handed it to one of the kids, and I said, "Ibahagi," which means share. So the boy was holding the show pal, and I was, walking to the motorcycle so that we could go home. And then a swarm of the other kids started following me, saying, "No, please, can I have some? Can I have some?" And so I turned back to the kid who I gave the show pal to, and I yelled from across the street, I said, Eva, wait, how do you say it? Ibahaki. And then all the kids rushed back and started sharing the show pal. And so we left, and it felt good. It really felt good because, when when you're feeling sick and you do something like that for somebody, it makes you just feel so much better. So then it's funny because now I see, when I walk around, I see these kids walking around, these young boys, so small. And they come up to me and they're like, in Tagalog, they say, "Oh, you're so beautiful. We love you." And so I just smile and nod at them, and they haven't bothered me since. They just walk past me, and they just say, "Oh, we love you," which is just so funny because I was thinking, oh, what if they just keep on finding me and ask me for money and stuff like that. But no, they just pass me by, and the only thing they say is, "We love you," or "Hi." So I think the next time I go to the 7-Eleven, I'll get them another show pal so that they can all share. And I'll tell them, Ibahagi, which means share. So that made me feel really good. So when I do things like that, the extra money that I have, I'm not going to use it for anything anyways. So that's that story. And let's see what else. Well, I'm not sure what else. I've been trying not to listen to any music, or I've just been trying to really meditate and still look for these answers. I'm still thinking about where I'm going to be in my next life, being sick and all of those kinds of things. A part of me doesn't want to accept death. I don't know. Part of me has just been having a difficult time really letting go, and I only have one of two options, is to either leave before this thing consumes me. I either end it myself or I wait until this gets worse and this just totally takes me. But Jesus Christ, oh my God, there's a huge cockroach climbing on the power lines. I don't know why, but bugs just kind of creep me out. I used to think they were cool when I was younger. I used to play with insects and bugs and dissect them when I was younger. Actually, funny story. I once found a when I was little. I think I was about 7 years old. I found a praying mantis or a grasshopper, and I found this insect, and I decided that I wanted to dissect this bug for some reason, this praying mantis. And so I took a pair of scissors and I started cutting off the wings of this insect, and I pinned it down and just started dissecting it. And all of the neighborhood kids were around me watching me dissect this insect, because I had a whole neighborhood of friends growing up at my old neighborhood, and I was pretty much the leader of our group. So all of the kids started watching me dissect this bug, and one of their parents came out, who this family was super religious, and for some reason they did not like me dissecting this bug. So the dad comes over, says, "What are you doing? What are you doing to this poor bug? He didn't do anything to you." And so he takes it, wraps it, flushes it down the toilet, and I swear he gives like a little prayer for this bug. And I could have sworn ever since that day they remembered me as the girl who killed a bug, a grasshopper, or whatever it was. And so I ran into them, years, like a decade later, and that's the first thing they brought up when they saw me. So I don't know. But yeah, I liked bugs and insects when I was younger. Now I think, I don't know, I can do without them. But good memories growing up. Just for some reason, all of these memories when I was younger is just popping up in my mind. I was a very, rebellious kid. I was always the leader in everything. You know, whenever, like, whatever decisions we had to make, all the kids always came to me and asked me, what we should do, or what, you know, I don't know, but I miss being a kid. I miss being a kid a lot. Always daydreaming in school. I never really paid much attention in class. Well, in elementary school. Man, all these memories. I never realized it until now, but man, I really did grow up in a fairy tale. I didn't realize that until now. Growing up was like living in a fairy tale. Funny, you don't realize things until you really think about it, and then you go, huh, okay, maybe I took this for granted, or I missed the point of this event in my life. But let's see what else. That cockroach is still there. It's literally like walking like upside down underneath the wire, just going. Anyways. I once read that cockroaches are like the only living things that can like withstand nuclear war. Like, I don't know. I don't know if that's true. For some reason, I've been thinking about what beauty means to me. That was just something that came across my mind. And, being here, people really see beauty beyond what you physically look like, and it's just so like amazing. like being here, when you really talk to people, you start to see not only what you see in front of your eyes, you see their soul, you see all the cool things that they can do, and all of their talents, and how they are as a soul. It's just, again, this experience has just been so awesome. And the people who I've been hanging out with, everyone in the house, they're just incredibly beautiful people. It's this kind of friendship, bond, that I have with people here in the house. You can't find that back in the States. You just can't. It's difficult making friends in the States versus here. But anyways, going back to, thinking about this beauty, what beauty really is. The standards, the ideal of beauty back in the States is completely different than what it is here. And there's just something about here that I love. That is, the beauty here is so freeing. It's so free. Like, you go here, you only need like maybe like a month, and then you start getting immersed into all of this. You start getting immersed into like another realm, pretty much. And you just start to see things that you've never seen, that you've never been able to see before. It beats, even coming from Chicago, the people there are super uptight, super judgmental. I mean, I can't speak for everybody, but, usually people who I come across, they're just, Jesus Christ. People need to let go. I mean, just stop trying to think of the perfect thing to say, or thinking or overthinking about how you look like or how you should act. If you want to say something, then say it. If you don't want to say anything, you don't have to say anything. If you want to pause for a ridiculously long time because you're just lost in thought, then just be open and honest about it. Being here really has taught me that lesson, or has made me feel like that. For me, I really value personally beauty I like things like raw and natural. I'm not the kind of person who'd ever get like a nose job or like lip fillers or cheekbone implants or anything like that. I mean, I have nothing against plastic surgery, but for me personally, there's just something about being natural that just feels so free. So especially if, if you've ever been hiking or like hiking in like hiking in like a I went to I Royale once, and it's pretty much like an island where it's all natural. Like the reserves there haven't been touched at all, and so it's this huge island where you go hiking around. Oh, okay. I was saying bye to them. They were leaving. What was I saying? Oh yeah. So I don't know. There's something about like natural beauty that to me I just apply as much as I can in my own life, in my own routine. Let's see, what else? I'm not sure what else I should say. For some reason I wish I can just record all of my memories, all of my good memories, that I can think of. For some reason I wish I could do that. But I don't know what the use of that would be. Maybe it'll get me to start thinking more positive. Time is ticking. Now my brain is now switching to thinking mode. I've been hoping for some kind of miracle. I don't think that's gonna happen. It would be better if I just slept and didn't wake up. I think that would be a perfect way to go. But I don't get to decide that. I'm not sure what else I can say. I'm starting to get a little bit dizzy. There's just too many things to say. But I feel who can I say them to? And there's no point in trying to say everything that's on my mind. Even when I go to therapy, my therapists don't even believe what I've been through. And I've been through a lot, but I'm I'm really good at making it seem like my life is in order. It's because I don't like to inconvenience people. I try not to bring people into my drama and my sadness. So, Jesus Christ, there's just too much to say. And no one to say it to, and not enough time. So maybe I'll just end it here. Okay.